Welcome to another episode of Rewind the Times.
And no leftovers.
Just like I was telling yesterday, I put some posts down. We were talking about keeping to our schedule. Colston came over today, and today we watched the movie The
Mutalator.
The 1984 B-level slasher. Love this movie. But before we start talking about this, Colston,
I can't wait to
new shirt that popped up yesterday. One of 3 new shirts, got Colston. This is Stranger Things, the upside down.
So if you can't tell, that's Delightful Derek, that's Steve 11, Nancy, I think that's Nancy.
It is Nancy. It is Nancy.
That's Dustin, and at the bottom it's Will.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be a remake shirt.
And then it's Vector's house down there.
So this shirt right here is a remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors. They call this shirt the Upside Down Warriors. This is one of 3 new shirts. My zip hoodie is New Year's Evil. I'm not gonna show you the logo because Colson actually has a shirt, and we're gonna show that tomorrow. We're gonna watch 2 movies, and the shirt will be shown in one of the 2 movies. So we go. So this is okay, guys. So we got something real special. Real quick, we'll talk. Over here in Rhode Island, we're getting hit with a really bad storm on Monday. So Colston's not gonna have no school. The storm is gonna go from Sunday.
But the sad thing is, I have virtual learning, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so that's okay. So the storm is gonna go from Sunday to Monday. So I'm gonna have no work Sunday night, and then I'm off Monday night. And Colston is gonna have no school on Tuesday, and he's not gonna go back to school till Tuesday. So I'm sorry, he's gonna have no school on Monday, so he's not gonna go back to school until Tuesday. So that means Monday we can actually do some bonus episodes, which I'm really excited about. Because Monday we're gonna do some bonus episodes because Colston will be sleeping over because he has school the next day. So I'm off.
And my teacher said this, and so did my principal. We might not have school on Tuesday too.
Yeah, so we'll see. But as of right now, he definitely has no school Monday, and I'm off. So we're gonna give you some bonus episodes. But today we're here to talk about the 1984 classic slasher, The Mutalator. So this movie, man, I really enjoyed this movie. How this movie starts off as is there's a father and a son, and the son's name is Little Ed. Well, his name's Ed. And the father's name, they call him Big Ed, and it's Big Ed's birthday. And Little Ed just cleaned the gun rack for his dad's birthday. Now you gotta remember, this movie was made in 1984, so back in the day there wasn't gun locks on, stuff like that. And as he's cleaning the guns, his mother, which is Big Ed's wife, is baking a cake, and as she's in the middle of baking a cake, Ed took out the shotgun. Little Ed took out the shotgun, and first of all, these guns shouldn't be loaded with bullets. It's already bad enough that the gun case is open, but they should not have bullets in it. And what did Little Ed do?
He pulled the trigger by accident and shot his mom right here.
Yeah, shot his brother right in the back and killed her. So as that's happening, Big Ed, the dad is coming home. And as he pulls in the house and walks into the house, pulls in the driveway, walks in the house, he sees the mother on the floor. She's dead. And Little Ed is hysterical. But Big Ed is very calm for some reason. He's super, super calm. So all of a sudden, Big Ed gets kind of mad, and he starts smacking Little Ed.
Like the old smack when he smacks him and then just slaps him.
It's weird. And then he picks up the mother and drags her into the parlor, and opens up this little container of where there's alcohol, and then he starts having.
I think it was Jack Daniels.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what the alcohol was, but he starts drinking, and then Little Ed left this sign that said, "Happy birthday, Dad! I cleaned your guns for you." And he took the sign and put it on the mother. So, and that's how the beginning started. Very weird beginning. So we fast forward I think it's 15 years or so, and now Little Ed is now a grown up, and he must be. I think he's going to college because him and his friends is Pam, Sue, Mike, Linda, and who's the one that's annoying? Ralph. They're all sitting around at a table and they want to know what they want to do. So the original name, here's something that's cool about this movie too. The original name of this movie is called Fail Break. What it means is it's supposed to be when you have a break from school. Well, fail break, like something went wrong. So as I sit at the table, Ralphie, who's so annoying in this movie, his acting is a little too overboard. Like really, it's actually to the point where it's very, very cringe. He is like, well, what are we gonna do? And because they didn't make no plans to go nowhere. They didn't make no plans to do nothing. and they're all dating each other in the group. So Mike is with Sue, and Linda's with Little Ed, and you know Ralphie's with Pam. So they're all kind of all dating each other. You know, the 6 of them. So as Ed's sitting there, he gets a phone call from the bar. I guess the father called the bartender and gave Little Ed the phone. And what do you want Little Ed to do? You know?
To shut down the cabin that they had as.
They have a beach house.
A beach house, pretty much.
Yep.
And he's telling them, "Oh, I'll shut down the electric bills. I'll shut down the conditioner or what."
Yeah. Basically what I want him to do is because the season's coming down. I guess Ed was leaving the house, so he wanted. Everybody's leaving the beach, so he wanted Little Ed to shut everything down, like turn the electricity off.
The conditioner.
Yeah, like
not the conditioner. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Turn the water off, like just kind of like just shut.
So like you can stay for next time.
Yeah, just shut it down because no one's gonna be there. So I have this stuff on where you're paying the bills if nobody's there. So that gave Little Ed an idea. Okay, well I'm on break from college. Let's go to this beach house, and his friends are all excited and everything. So they all drive up to this house, and it's actually really cool because this movie right here is not made in a studio. It's actually made on location, which I absolutely love. That's what I love about the old movies. I mean, they still do that nowadays, but I mean, if this was a movie that was made now, it'd be like a studio backlot or something. So, anyways, they all drive up there. They get to the house, and the first thing they notice when they get in the house is if you're on the walls, it's all like taxidermy stuff. And what I mean by taxidermy stuff is the father, Big Ed, is a hunter. So there's like fish on the wall. There's deer. What else is there, Colston?
There's like this fish, but it had like those. I don't know how to explain.
It's a flounder. It's a flatfish.
Yeah, a flounder, and like the teeth are huge.
Yeah.
It like talks about like this stuff that his dad collected, like when he went to Asia and like these different countries and how he got it and when he got it. There's some stuff that he stole from the other countries, and Ed was pretty much just saying stories about his dad and how he was and how he killed his mom when he was young.
Yeah, they were telling the whole story. So they were like
pretty much telling him his whole life story.
Yeah, the father, Little Ed, was telling Little Ed was talking all about the dad. He was because that's okay. No. But on the wall he had like deer heads. Fish, like you said, he had like
put the glasses on.
Yeah, just being stupid. But anyways, you must have caught a shark because it had like the jawbone of the shark with the teeth, all stuff like that.
The hunter would do.
Yeah, exactly. Big Ed is a hunter. That basically what you're getting from this
hunter/fisherman.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Basically, what it is he's a hunterman. He's a big time hunter. So anyways, so they're gonna stay there for a few nights. I think it was 3 days. I think it was 3 days, 4 nights, something like that. And they're gonna just hang out, but they're gonna shut everything down. So meanwhile, that while they're shutting everything down, they don't know that in the garage in this little room, Big Ed's there, and they show him,
which is pretty much like this garage.
Well,
it's inside the garage, but it's like there's like it's like a room where you like would hook the stuff. Like it was pretty much like a room like this, but the background was like kind of different. It was like all rusty and stone and like cracked walls and like the rusty doors with the wood on it and stuff. And
so Ed fell asleep in there. Big Ed fell asleep in there. So the kids are just being stupid. They're just being they're being typical teenagers/adults. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was adults playing teenagers because they're in college. So I guess you can be like 20, 21 in college. But anyways, so Ed's sleeping in there and he hears them pull up and you can hear them just being stupid and everything. And all of a sudden, one by one, the kids kind of separate from the group with their girlfriend and their boyfriend, and Big Ed starts killing these kids one by one. And the first two kills that he gets, I believe it's Mike and Sue. They're in the water swimming.
No, it was Mike and Linda.
Mike and Linda. Yep, thank you. Mike and Linda. They're.
Sue is Ralph's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Pam is
little Ed Jr. So they're in the water. They're swimming, and they get their clothes off. But like I said, Colson doesn't see no nudity. Doesn't see any of that type of stuff. So, anyways. She's swimming in the water, and Big Ed goes in the water and pulls her under. He drowns her, and then picks her up out of the water on her back, and then brings her to that room and hooks her on that hook. And now, what's the boyfriend's name again?
Mike.
Yeah. So Mike's looking for her because he was under the water when all this happened. Like I said, this is a B-level movie.
They're playing tag.
Yeah, you gotta stretch your imagination out. And all of a sudden, Mike gets out of the pool and he's looking for her, and he can't find her. And then eventually, he walks back to the house and he opens up a door. And what happens, Colson?
You're dead. He's like, like what is that? And he just like takes this like machine.
It's a chainsaw.
It's like it's like those chainsaws, but it's like the swervy ones. Like with this, it's like what they use in Summer Party Massacre, like that weapon in the first one, and he's just like stabbing him, and he's like, like,
okay.
It was so.
The acting was terrible. Yeah, the acting was the acting in this movie is ferocious. It's really, really bad. But the kill scene, but the kill scenes is what you remember the most. So he cuts him up with the chainsaw, and he drags his body back to where he was sleeping and where Big Ed was originally sleeping. So there's these hooks, like Colson was saying. Colson made a good point. If you can see in the movie, there's these hooks, and that's right here. And Big Ed takes their heads and he squishes them up against the hooks, and they're hanging there. They look like meat hanging in a cooler.
And then that's the store weapon.
Yeah. That's this hook right here is the main weapon in the movie. So anyways, Mike and Linda, you said? So Mike and Linda are now missing. So the next two victims is it's Ralphie and
Sue.
Is it Pam or Sue?
Sue.
It's Sue.
Because Pam is.
So everybody's they're playing house games, but everybody's getting ready to go to bed. So
they play. There's nothing that really happened. There's no death.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be a death.
So anyway, Ralphie and Sue are laying upstairs, and she's like, before we go to sleep, you have to make sure you lock downstairs. We don't want anybody to walk in.
Lock up.
Even though there's nobody on the island, it doesn't matter. I still gotta lock the house up. So Ralphie, he's just so fucking annoying. He's like, I gotta tell Mike and Sue whatever that that I'm gonna lock it up. So either come in now or you guys are gonna be out there for the whole night. So as Ralphie's walking around looking,
go look for Mike and Linda.
Yeah, the way he talks is just it's very annoying. But
I'm gonna find him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find him.
Yeah, just stupid. So he's checking the whole house, can't find him. Finally, he goes to the garage where the bodies are hanging up, and he opens up the door. And where's Big Ed?
Boom, these there. He like takes them and
pitchfork.
Put like that pitchfork. It's like what they use in Jason Part 2. He like takes that weapon and just like stabs him in the neck, and then takes him, opens the door, and just puts it on the door.
Yeah, he sticks him. He sticks him in the neck, and he sticks the fork to the neck, and he actually like sticks him to the floor, sticks him to the door, leaves his body hanging. And so the woman, his girlfriend, Ralphie's girlfriend, goes outside because Ralph's going for a while now. So all of a sudden she goes outside and she's looking, and she goes inside and she tells Little Ed and what's her name, Pam?
Yeah.
I can't find Ralphie. I don't know where he is. As a matter of fact, I don't know where Mike and Sue are. Like just a lot of
Because Sue went out to look for Ralph.
Yep, just a lot of worrying. So all of a sudden they're on the beach and they're looking, and a cop pulls up. A cop is like, "Hey, you guys shouldn't be out." A security guy. Yeah, it's a security guy. Well, it's a cop. It's a police officer. It's not a security. It's a police officer. And he's like, "You guys shouldn't be on the beach. What are you guys doing out here so late?" And then Little Ed explains, "Hey, this is my house. I'm here to shut it down. It's my dad's. We're missing our friends. I'm looking around." So all of a sudden, he's like, "Okay, guys, once you go in, relax. If I see your friends, I'll tell them to go back to the house." So as the three kids go back to the house, the cop is looking around, and for some reason the cop calls it in. Hey, this is a so and so. I'm at this address. I don't know why. It's like he's doing a background check on the house. And what happens?
He comes out of nowhere and just like
Big Ed. This might be the best kill in the movie. What happens?
He takes him. He like stabs him, and then takes like this big sword. It's a battle axe. This is what it looks like. It was familiar to what they use in Jeepers Creepers, like that big sword, and
it's a battle axe.
Just cuts his head off, and it just like takes it, brings it to the garage, and just sticks it on the wall.
Yeah. First he stabs him in the head.
Is that death on there?
No, it's not on there. Oh, yeah. First he stabs him in the head.
Wait.
It's not on there. No, it's not on
there. It is. It's that one.
Oh yeah, well that's the cop, but it doesn't. But it doesn't even. That's the cop, but you can't really. Yeah, the reason I wasn't even.
I mean, it is a cover, so it's not.
Yeah, but the reason I wouldn't even.
The girl in the bikini is that's so.
Yeah, hold on. The reason I wouldn't even show it is because first he stabs the cop in the head with a piece of board off of a fence, and it goes.
He stabs him in the cheek.
Yeah, like in the cheek. It's just a weird. And as the cop pulls it out, he takes a battle axe that the creeper from Jeepers Creepers has, and he swings and cuts off his head, and his head falls off, and then his body drops. So Ed picks up his head, and then drags the body back to that area where he's hanging the bodies. And he takes the head and he swishes it on the hook, and then ties a rope around the body and then pulls it up. So now the body is hanging next to the head. It's actually kind of cool. I think that's the best. Now I'm not saying that's my favorite kill, but that is the best kill I think gory wise in the movie. And there's actually a lot of gory kills. So anyways, after that, the kids go back to the house, and Sue. No, what's her name again? Is it Pam? Pam or Sue? Pam. She's worried. She's like, you know what, man,
she's like those worried girlfriends. Yeah. Like, oh my god, there's someone in the house.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Well, yeah, but she's got to be, because I mean, think about it. Her boyfriend just went. He hasn't came back, but they don't know what's going on. So she's like, so all of a sudden she's like, I gotta look for him. I gotta look for Ralphie. Like, I'm not hearing nothing from Ralphie. Where is he? So she starts looking around the house. She puts her clothes back on. Because she's in a nightgown. No nudity or nothing. She's in a nightgown. So she puts her clothes on. She's walking around the house, and Big Ed finds her. And he grabs her by the throat, and he throws her into the garage, and picks her up and lays her down on a board. It's like a workbench. And as he lays down on the workbench, I'm gonna explain the skill. As he lays her down, this is where this weapon comes in, the giant hook. He takes the hook and he puts it between her legs, and he pulls it up and turns it, and it comes out. The hook part comes out of her stomach. And as it comes out, and then it looks pretty gross, man. Like it's pretty gross. And as it's coming out of her stomach, he takes the battle axe and chops her head. Now, they don't show that part. They just show the axe come down, and then that's it. So, Little Ed and, what's your girlfriend? Sue or Pam? I keep Pam. They start looking for her now. And as they're checking everywhere in the house. And finally, they're like, you know what, let's go to the garage. They go to the garage.
And this is also the funny thing. When, he was, moving on these cans, like it was so loud. How did Pam and Ed not hear it? Oh my god! Well, I don't hear it. Let's run back and save her.
Well, hold up. Well, they're also on the third. It's also a 3-story house, so they're on the third floor. That's why they're not going to hear it. They're in the garage, so there's a little, there's a little bit of belief there, because they're outside. They're outside in a garage, and they're on the third floor of the house. So yeah, they probably wouldn't hear it. But I understand what you're saying. So anyways. Little Ed and his girlfriend, they go into the garage, and they see her laying there, and they're calling her name, and she's not responding. And as they get closer, they touch the body, and the head falls off, and all of a sudden, and the body falls on the ground, and then out of the corner of the garage, they see Big Ed walking. And now at this time, Little Ed doesn't know it's his dad. Nobody knows it's Big Ed. So they stop battling. Little Ed takes his girlfriend and puts her in a room and locks the door because he doesn't want her to get hurt. And now they're fighting and everything. And Big Ed punches him in the face and then ties him up. And then the girlfriend jumps out of the room to save the day. She smacks Big Ed in the head with a board.
Big Ed just takes the board that he had and just stabs.
No, it wasn't the board. It was the battle axe. He took the tip of the battle axe and stabbed Little Ed. Now he doesn't. Now Little Ed doesn't know it's his dad yet. Still doesn't know it's his dad because they're fighting in the dark. Even though it's kind of a little bit of light. Now the reason it's light is so we can see who these characters are. So all of a sudden, they knock out Big Ed. They stop. They hit him with a board. They knock him out. It looks like he's knocked out for good on the ground. They hop in the car and get out of there. And what happens? The car doesn't stop. It's another cliche in horror movies. And as they're trying to stop the car, they look up, and Big Ed's body's missing off the ground. Well, that's because Big Ed is on the roof. So Big Ed's on the roof, and he's taking the battle axe.
Bro took the lightest hit. This is the roof. Pretend my fingers is this is the roof. Bro takes the knife. Oh, the thing went through. You can even hear this.
Yeah, remember.
And it just goes through.
I remember, it's a horror movie.
But the thing is, when he stabs it, It stays and then just goes down like 2 seconds later, and he's like, and then like puts his hand, he's like shaking him.
Well, he's trying to stop. He's trying to choke him. That's why. So finally, the girl gets the car started, and she backs up. And I'm sorry. She backs up and then puts the brakes on, and Ed falls off the car, and then all of a sudden, like Ed's standing up, and she backs up, and she runs into a wall. And when she runs into the wall, what happens to Big Ed's body?
His body cuts in half.
Body cuts in half. But here's the funny part: Big Ed's body's cut in half, but there's like his upper body part is still alive. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these two cops, they just happen to be in, because remember the one cop called it in earlier. So these two other cops show up. And as one of the cops is walking, he sees Big Ed's body, and then Big Ed fucking chops off his leg. So
he's like, if I ain't having my 2 legs, you ain't gonna have the half
so
of your
Big
leg.
Ed happened to get one of the cops' legs off, and then eventually Big Ed just dies. He just dies. I mean, think about it, half his body's missing.
Cut his leg off.
And then he dies, and that's it. And all of a sudden, little Ed's like, he looks at his girlfriend. He's like, that's my dad.
And he starts crying.
Yeah, he's like because his dad did all this. Like his father literally just killed his friends and just had like a nervous fucking breakdown and wanted to kill him, his own son. And so and then the credits start rolling up. So this
it shows them at the hospital, but they don't really.
Yeah, they don't show anything. So this movie, like I said, the original, that's how it ends. So the original title for this movie was called Fail Break, and they changed it to The Mutilator. And honestly, I like The Mutilator better. Okay.
It makes more sense.
I just like it better.
I mean, the Fail Break makes sense, but
Fail
Break.
Fail Break.
Well,
It
makes more sense.
Yeah, the Mutilator.
But I like the thing to it is it's by sword, by pick, by axe, by.
Yeah, it's a nice little slogan. Something simple. I like this movie. I do. Okay, Colson. So I showed you the shirts. Okay, Colson. What would you rate this movie? 1 out of 10.
7.
7. Yeah,
it just have those. It has those moments where you know that it's fake, like Mike's death. He's just like.
Oh, obviously you know it's fake. Yeah. I know. Obviously you know it's fake, Colson.
Yeah,
but
some of the acting it wasn't really good.
Yeah,
like Ralph's acting, I just didn't like it. Mike's acting was horrible.
See, that's the thing about this movie.
The special effects were awesome.
Yeah.
Like when it showed it, like his stomach was all cut up. Like the special effects were awesome, but like the acting was not that good.
Yeah, so what took me out of the movie is exactly what Colson's saying. What took me out of the movie is some of the acting. Not so much the females, it's the males. They overact.
The girls did better than the boys.
They did. They overact too much, and it kind of takes you out of the movie a little bit.
The boys act like a wimp sometimes more than the girls sometimes.
Yeah. But just the boys, they overact too much.
They always try to be the heroes.
Yes, Colson. The boys, their acting kind of takes you out of the movie a little bit. But what draws you in and sucks you in is the kills. The kills are really, really good. Me and Colson, we love slashers. The one thing I hate is when they tell me and no show me. This movie.
Tell me, don't show me.
Yeah, this movie tell me and shows me. Like they do a lot of shows me, and they have some really, really good kills.
If you like slashers, you don't like those movies.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking
Hello
about.
for Summer, we were so excited.
Yeah.
But it did show good
yeah.
But someone said all this stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about that movie another time.
We already did.
Well, yeah. Okay, so what I give this movie 1 out of 10. I give this movie a 6.9. I like this movie. A 5 is good. Anything over a 5 means I like it. Anything 5 and under is decent. So I give this movie a 6.9. I do like this movie. I've actually watched this movie. This is actually the second time I've watched this movie in the last 5 days. I do like this movie. They did come out with a sequel. We are gonna watch it. It's not a great sequel, but we are gonna watch it just because we're gonna watch every horror movie, and we will do a review on it. But okay, Colson. So what was your rating for this movie?
A 7.
Okay, and mine was a 6.9. Okay, Colson. What was your favorite kill in this movie?
I actually like 2. Okay. I like Sue's death when he takes the hook.
Mm-hmm.
And just stabs her and goes through her stomach and cuts her head off.
Yeah, okay, yep. And what's the other one?
The other one, it might actually be Big Ed's death. I like how his body cuts in half. I like how it shows his gun, I just like how it like everything like that's in a human's body and how
his guts, not his gun. You said his gun for some reason. Yeah, his guts. Nope. I get that. No, like I said, like the kills are definitely worth watching this movie for. Okay, so mine.
That's what made the money in this movie.
Yeah. Well, that's where the money was definitely spent. Okay, so for me, my favorite kill in this movie is I probably have to say it's the cop where he sticks a piece of wood in his face and then cuts off his head with the battle axe. That'd be my favorite kill, and then he drags the body and hangs him up. Okay, all right, Colson. if they made a NECA figure of Big Ed, would you get it? Yeah, me too. And I think what they should do is Big Ed has he's an older man, and he has like a typical look, jeans, and he has like a zip up jacket, a gray zip up jacket. But the one thing that I think if they made this character is they have to give him his weapons. So like they'd have to give him the hook, they'd have to give him the pitchfork, they'd have to give him the chainsaw, they'd have to give him his accessories to go along with this. So yes, I would want this NECA figure. It'd be pretty good. Okay, and now something new that we're adding to this is if they made a shirt, would you buy it? And
the funny thing is, they already did.
They did make a shirt, and guess what?
We got it.
I got it. So
and just to sponsor this video, just in case he watches our video, thank you, Sam Coin.
Yep. So we end up getting the shirt. They will be in about a week or two. And we will showcase them in one of our videos. So, all right, guys, we're gonna let you go because I'm gonna lay down. Tomorrow, me and Colson are gonna watch 2 movies. We're not gonna talk about it yet, but we're gonna watch 2 movies and 2 videos. But I know also we're gonna have some bonus videos because we're gonna start showing Colson's toy collection because he did get some more toys in, and I'm gonna show you my collection.
He got 3. I got 2, and one of them I really like.
Yeah, don't give it away, but we will talk about it in some upcoming videos.
And the funny thing is about my 2. They're kind of like similar from their names and how they look a little bit.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Well, the names to one of them is kind of similar to the other.
Right.
And I'll probably explain to you just in case you don't know after the video.
Okay. No, that's fine. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you go, but remember, man. God first and family, and
make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
And
be safe for the snowstorm.
Yes, and we're up for 51 subscribers, so now we are gonna live stream on No Leftovers. So thank you guys, we appreciate that.
No copywriting.
I'm gonna do it the smart.
Well, we don't know what we're gonna live stream next. We might live stream us going to the mall getting.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah. But all right, guys, man, take care and be safe with the storm.
Peace out.
Take care, guys.